Hi, it's Chris Castaldo from Wall Street Buy, Sell, Hold. I'm here with Pat Bertagna, the CEO of GTX Corp at the Undiscovered Equity Conference. Patrick, great to have you back.
Thanks, Chris. Good to be with you.
We did a great interview last time at the June conference, and I have to tell you, you're one of my favorite companies, and I still think you are. Your presentation, you could hear a pin drop. It was just great. But tell us about GTX Corp and about your tracking device and where your where is. You are the where is company.
Yes, we are. We like to say we're in the where is business. So where's my grandpa? Where's my child? Where's my wife? Where's my pet? Where's my high valued asset? You know, we all have something or someone that is close to us, and important to us, and valuable to us, whether it's monetarily or emotionally, and we want to know where it is, where they are, and that's our business. We provide technology for that.
Speaking about the where is, just a couple of days ago, I read about GTX Corp in the New York Times. Do you want to tell us about this article you just had in the New York Times just a few days ago?
Yeah, it was great. They were featured. They were discussing our award-winning patented GPS smart shoe. So that was how the beginning of the company. That was
what exactly is a smart shoe?
A smart shoe is a shoe for people, whether they're elderly inflicted with dementia or maybe young children. But right now the market we're going after is the senior market, the baby boomer market that's got a little bit of a mental deficiency. And it's embedded with a two-way GPS tracking device. So you or anybody can know where they are at any given time.
Okay, so if I have a grandparent, all right, and they wander off and they lose their way, and they can't find their way home, okay, how exactly does this device work? Well,
it's hidden in the shoe so nobody knows that it's there, including your grandpa, which is important because we don't want them to feel ostracized, that they're being monitored and they have some kind of device on them. So it's very camouflaged. And we have what's called an electronic fence, a geofence. So you can set an electronic perimeter, 3 blocks, 5 blocks, some half mile from Grandpa's house. And if Grandpa ventures off beyond that perimeter, you get an alert right to your cell phone.
Okay, and then it pops up with, I guess, a
address,
Google Earth
Google Map.
Okay, that's fantastic. And is it like, it's almost like, hey, I'm going to follow this guy, and there's like a bleep on the radar screen. There's an X, and it's almost like that.
Exactly.
Okay, just like a movie. The size of this market, I have to imagine, is growing every single day.
Unfortunately.
Well, unfortunately for humans, but I also imagine people love their pets, some pets more than their children, or treat them as if they are children.
Yes.
Is this applicable to pets as well?
Absolutely. That's the beauty of our business, and that is we all have something or someone that we really care about. So again, whether it's an elderly person, and you talk about the size of the market, currently 6 million people in the United States afflicted with dementia. 115 million estimated worldwide. 115 million, it's a big number. 60 million children under 18 in this country. 77 million pets, domestic pets, dogs, cats, in this country. So these are large numbers. And like to your point, if it's your mom, or if it's your daughter, or if it's your golden retriever, you're going to want to know where they are at any given time.
Patrick, I tell you, that's why you are probably one of my favorite companies, because you just get it. As soon as you understand what GTX Corp does, you have to get it. Whether you're old, young, whether you're an investor, whether you've never bought a stock in your life, you just get it. You could have a shipping company. Where is my truck? Where is my driver? What about the other division, the Amber division of your company? Because children go missing every single day, and I can't imagine any feeling like having a missing child as a parent.
1.1 million children went missing last year in the United States alone. 1.1 million.
Is it like one every minute?
It's almost that. So it's not abductions. Just, a small percentage of that 1.1 million is abductions, but still the runaways that you have a lot of young people go missing. So the Amber Alert system, we acquired the company 3 years ago. So we're the largest online disseminator of missing persons information. And we currently display over 500,000 computer desktops. We have relationships with Walgreens. 6,000 Walgreens across the country display our missing persons alert information. We have relationships with over 600 law enforcement agencies in the country. And the reason that we acquired the company is because it's from a synergistic standpoint. Our technology is all about where is, right? So, but where is has another component, and it's who is and how is who is doing. Right. So it's good to know that if it's a pet that can't speak, or if it's an elderly person that may be disoriented, may not even remember their name, to have a little ID tag on them that tells you who they are, who to contact in case of an emergency, their blood type, if they're allergic to any kind of medication. So we believe that that goes hand in hand.
Okay, well, let's get down to brass tacks, because we're at a financial conference and we're here to find diamonds in the rough. And there are 24 companies making presentations here, 4 of which are private companies, one of which I absolutely adore. But I want to make money. I want to make money now. I don't want to make a lot of money, okay? So how can I make a lot of money buying your stock? Because you've got a zillion applications with pets, with people, with things, valuables. All right, speaking, I heard your presentation, organ donors all across. You want to track that heart, that liver, okay? How much?
That's a growing business for us.
Okay.
To have the custody chain of knowing exactly where a live organ is. I mean, imagine being on a donor list for 15, 18 months, being prepped up for surgery, and then being told, oops, the liver didn't make it or the kidney didn't make it. So that's a big growing part of the business. And 8 million pieces of luggage are lost every year.
I didn't think about luggage.
8 million pieces of luggage. So if they can lose your suitcase, certainly an airline is capable of perhaps losing a package. So we're working closely with the airlines, and we're going to do a lot of exciting things in 2012.
What's the cost? Is it different for different units?
We break it. It is different for different units, and there's different cost structures depending on the form factors and all that. But we like to simply say it's $1 a day. You buy peace of mind for $1 a day. Okay. So for $1 a day, you can track something or someone that's valuable to you.
Okay, let's say I only travel a couple of times a year. Can I turn the unit on or off, or is it an annual subscription? How does that work?
It's an annual subscription.
Okay.
So you would have to keep that going, like your cell phone.
Okay.
But ultimately, like your cell phone, you're going to find that you're going to use it more and more, and eventually you're going to be tracking your things or your loved ones more and more.
All right. So your business model is a monthly recurring revenue model.
We have five streams of revenue.
So
we sell hardware and software.
Okay.
So we sell the products.
The physical product.
Right. We sell the actual recurring monthly subscription,
which is your residual business.
That's our residual
Which are your
business.
Service and maintenance fees, which I assume are very high profit margin.
Very significant.
What type of margins are we talking here?
About overall across the company, about 27%
okay.
in EBITDA. We also have a thriving apps business, so we sell apps.
Okay.
We have an advertising component, and a sponsorship component, like I mentioned earlier about. Do
you want to elaborate on that?
Well, companies want to participate. We have a lot of eyeballs. We have hundreds of millions of people that are constantly looking at us. So we have 1.1 million app users across 126 countries. So that's a mecca for someone that wants to talk to those people. It's an advertising mecca. So we collect advertising revenues, and our fifth one is professional services.
Okay.
We do custom design, custom consulting. So companies will come to us, like our like MNX, Midnight Express.
Okay.
They came to us, and they're a very significant freight forwarder logistics company, and they said, we want you to develop a complete cradle-to-grave solution for us, hardware, software.
Right.
We want to monitor not only these kidneys and livers, we want to know not only where they are, we want to know their temperature, we want to know a lot of things about them.
Wow.
So we designed a complete solution for them. That had to be cost-effective, that had to be global. So we worked with our global cellular partners to have a SIM card that could roam across 20 countries and not have very high spikes in data costs. So all of that is what we call falls under our professional services category.
You sound like you've spent a lot of money on R&D, and where are you in the bell curve of finishing R&D and coming into revenues, and hopefully a hockey stick curve where revenues go through the moon? Where do you stand there? Great
question. We spent a lot of money, probably close to $10 million, and everything's relative, but
sure.
For us, for a small company, we spent $10 million in R&D over the last 5-6 years. In terms of the bell curve, we're now going into making more than spending it, which we're going to hit that intersection point in the next quarter or two.
So by Q1 to 2012, you're about break even?
Yeah. We've to put it into context, our expenses have dropped by about 30% year over year, and our revenues have increased double digits, almost triple digits year over year. So we're definitely getting to that intersection point. But as a technology company, you can never stop R&D. We have to today work on a smaller device, more cost effective, lighter weight, more robust. So we'll never stop spending money on R&D, but we are definitely slowed it down.
You're going to capitalize on your $10 million that you spent.
Now the fruits of our labor are coming to.
Okay, again, I'm an investor and I have $10,000 to invest. Maybe I have $100,000 to invest for the right idea. Okay, where do you expect revenues to be in 1, 3, 5 years? Where do you expect earnings to be, all right, in the future? Because you got to make money if you want your stock
Of course.
to be higher, or you want people to come to the table. Because you've got essentially, you know, the perfect storm. It's a great idea. Perfect. So
it's a big market. So I like to say demand drives revenues, and revenues ultimately, well managed, drive profits. So the demand is definitely there. So it's a big growing market. Our revenues are growing and increasing, and we believe, therefore, our profits, will come shortly. I really think, in terms of an investment, we're very undervalued right now. If you look at the markets have been clobbered lately, and our stock.
Lately, the market's down 5 months in a row. It's May, June, July, August, September.
Yeah, so yes, we've had a big downturn in the market. There's been a loss of confidence, but I think if you do your research, you look at our company. We have a great ubiquitous product line. We have global distribution. We have intellectual properties who have barriers of entry, so we can protect our markets.
Patents, I assume.
We have 20 patents and patents pending, and we have no debt on the balance sheet, and we have a very minimal burn. So we have I believe we have all the points to be a very profitable company in the next 2 to 3 years.
How do you acquire new customers? How do I find out about your company? Not just from a stock point of view. I want to get Grandpa a pair of shoes. I want to buy a tracking system for my luggage, or a valuable, or a pet. All right. How does a new customer learn about you that might be in Montana or Michigan or Wyoming right now while we speak?
Well, great question. Multiple ways. So one is the press really has taken a liking to the company. As you mentioned, we're featured in the New York Times. Discovery Channel did a 1-hour special on us. AARP and Microsoft did a 1-hour special, including our technology. So we've been embraced by the media. We've been in virtually every major publication, from USA Today, Los Angeles Business Journal, Wall Street Journal, New York Times, and so forth. And all the Good Morning shows.
You're in the crosshairs of everybody.
Yeah, we've been featured on a lot of television, a lot of press. So that's one area that we shine in. We also have, through our partners, our shoe partner has 3,000 podiatrists that they work through. So, and our alliances of partnership. So we just signed a deal with Medical Alert, 55-year company that has a 24/7 monitoring service on a global basis. Alzheimer's Association, we've worked with them. We are working with them. So we have a lot of different partners that have a big reach, and ultimately, we have a good sales force also. We knock on a lot of doors.
Okay, final word. If you have to say something to leave an investor with, or someone watching this program, what would you like to say to them?
Look up GTXO, spend 10-15 minutes on our website, read a couple of our last filings, our quarterly filings, and I think you'll see that we're at a great value right now, and hopefully we'll do right by you, and it'll be a good investment. Well,
Patrick, it was great to see you again, great to interview you again. You make my job easy, because you know what? You're the reason why I come to these conferences, to find that undiscovered equity. All right? Much luck and success to you in the future.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate being here.
Thanks, Patrick. Chris Castaldo from Wall Street Buy Sell Hold at the Undiscovered Equities Conference in Boca.